when I was younger, I used to love to draw.
Right.
And I wanted to be a designer. So I used to, because I liked animation, like, you know, Toy Story.
Right, so you like graphic design as opposed to...
when I grew older,
excuse me, guys. Yeah.
No worries.
Yes, sir.
So when I grew older, I realized that, you don't really need to learn how to draw anymore. You just need to know how to use a computer, to use Photoshop and Illustrator to design something, right?
To an extent. The software now...
Yeah.
If you're going to do the creative side, which is what you would like to do, say you're going to become a stylist in a car, so you're going to style a Ferrari, you still initially start off hand, but that's the only time you really do hand. But then you do that into the software, and the software will then turn that into 3D.
I see.
Blah blah blah, and then it goes on from there. But they do actually start off quite often with hand. If you're doing engineering stuff, it's 100% computer. 100%, yeah.
And it's weird because that transition happened so fast. Because when I was younger and I wanted to do that, and by the time I hit like 18 years old, nobody was drawing anymore.
No.
Nobody.
I tell you, even as a designer today, if you can sketch, so you can sketch that by hand and it looks like a glass, and then you can sketch your idea out on a piece of paper, that is still a useful skill.
It is, but it's
still a useful skill. Then you do it on the computer, but you've got it so that you
understand the perspectives of it.
You can see it, yeah. I was always crappy at doing sketches, and it used to annoy the living crap out, living daylights out. Because if you can do a nice sketch, then it's easier to put it on the computer. When you're just doing it straight on the computer, it's a bit more difficult.
I fear for that, Yeah. I fear that one day we will all be obsolete. And our generation is that bridge to that point.
No, you are. And jobs are different as well. My nephew, who's 28 now, when I was asking him what he wanted to do when he left school, he wanted to be a gamer, and I'm looking at him, gamer? Bloody hell. To me, like 10 years ago, that was like, what have you been smoking, Liam? And then last week, or a few weeks ago on television, they said in London there's a huge gaming industry, and they earn a fortune.
Yeah, they do.
Absolute fortune.
But they don't tell you a lot of what you have to do to get to that point, though.
Yeah.
Like, if your nephew is going to say, I want to be a gamer, I don't think Yi-Heng is going to be like, oh, you want to be a gamer?
Yeah. No,
you want to be a gamer? How many hours do you play? What's your ratio?
Oh, no. He wanted to design games, I think.
Oh, okay.
He's now a coder. He left school at 15. He refused to go, and he was an absolute little... and he started off pretty much ended up in doing retail job. But he had a friend who knew that he was good at coding, and he recommended him, and he got him into the company, and now he's sort of management. He has people working for him. He went to New York. He's only 28. He's done well, but he's got qualification-wise, he's not very well qualified. But he's a nice guy, but he obviously didn't like school, and him didn't get on, didn't marry very well.
I think not a lot of people, not everyone is fit for that whole journey, the stereotypical journey. Yeah.
Well, Liam wasn't. His sister was, and then Liam wasn't. But Liam is doing very well, and his sister's doing well, which is good from my perspective because they're my family. But yeah.
So he's in New York right now, and he's doing.
No. He told me he was over there. He had to give some talk, and then
fucking hell.
No, for the company that he works for, it wasn't like a talk to the general public.
Okay. I'm like, whoa, bro.
But no, he works from home. And he's in Scotland. He's in Scotland. But that's the whole thing about coding, and that's why the world's changed, isn't it? If you give the guy the computer,
it does everything.
Yeah, you don't have to be in.
You don't need to. Yeah.
And COVID has accentuated that again.
Unfortunately, not for my industry, but for many others.
No, for event management, it's different. But event management is nice, though. I mean, if you like people, event management is good.
I think it's nice to a certain extent, but a lot of people don't see the back end stuff where it's the not so nice stuff you see behind the scenes. Like the carrying, you have to be there at odd hours. Like, you have to be there at 3 a.m. because the thing starts at 7 a.m. and you have to sound test at 5 a.m. or whatever, right? So it takes a lot out of people.
I was